Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show how you can format a line chart. Again, I'm going to use Show Me menu to get my line chart. As you see on the screen, you have two types of line chart. The first one is for continuous date and the second one is for discrete date. You will find more information about continuous and discrete dates in the next module. For now, I'm going to choose the continuous one. So it says that we need 0 or more dimensions, one date, one or more measures. So I'm going to click Control and choose Profit, and then I will choose Order Date. Now as you see, line charts are highlighted. I'm going to choose the first one. So you see on the screen we have year granularity, and we will going to increase this, and you see this plus sign. Click on this plus sign, and now we have quarters instead of year. So I'm going to use quarter, but you can continue all the way down to month, and then week, and then day. Okay, so you can go back here to find the quarter. Or you can also do this. Let's go week, and if you want to go back, you see we choose the day here, and you can go back to quarter. So the first thing we are going to look at is the color on the marks pane. So if you have no elements on the colors pane and you click on the colors, then if you choose a color here, it's going to change the color of the line, which shows the profit. Once you add more color elements on the colors card, then you will have several lines on the graph. For example, you want to add ship mode to the color. And now you see we have first class, same day, second class, and standard class, and all are shown by a different color on the screen. So when you have an element here, when you click on the color, it's a little bit different now. In order to change the colors, now you're going to click on edit colors, and now you have a color palette. And you can choose any of them, for instance, traffic light, or if you want color blind, and then you can choose, for instance, first class, light blue, and same day shipping, second class, maybe gray, and so on. Or you can just assign the palette, and it automatically assigns the color to your data. And then here, click OK. So next, let's talk about the size. Size is actually controls the thickness of your line. If you want to increase this, you'll realize that the lines get thicker. But when you use thick lines, it's a little bit looking ugly. So I think having a thinner line looks better. Next, I'm going to talk about label, but first let's get rid of the shipping mode. And so we have the profit here. And in order to show the labels, we need to drag profit on the label card. And now you can see the labels here. And also if you want to show the quarters that you see here, on the x-axis, what you can do is you can take the order card and put it on the label, and now it looks very ugly, as you see, because now the year is in discrete format. So instead of doing that, you can hold on Control and move the quarter on the labels card. So we have now the quarters on the screen, but you don't have to have the quarters on the screen. If you don't want to use the axis, for instance, you get rid of the header here. Now you can have the quarters and the profit on the screen if you would like. Okay, for now let's show the header and get rid of the quarters. So for now, let's continue with the profit. So if you click on the labels cards, you can actually click here. As I show in the bar chart, you can change the font here. You can write the sentences instead of sum of profit. You can change the color of the profit and so on. And for now, I want to talk about marks to label. And these are actually very helpful when you have a line chart. First, let's see the min-max option. If you choose the min-max option, it shows us the maximum and the minimum amount on the screen. If you choose the line ends, it shows the beginning value and the ending value. And let's continue with the selected. If you choose selected, then if you select a number, then you see the profit amount again. you need to select to see the profit amount. It's very helpful if you use Tableau public, and if you want to create an interactive visuals, then the user can click on it and see the value. And the next one on the labels card is highlighted. So if you have only one line, highlighted and selected works very similar, but also you can highlight here. But in order to see how actually highlighted works, let's add ship mode to the color. And now you have first class, same day, second class, and standard. Now here, if you choose on the label highlighted and click on first class, you see the profits only for first class is showing on the screen. And you can do the same thing for same day and so on. So that is highlighted. And the last one is the most recent. Let's get rid of the ship mode, and it shows only the most recent profit that you have in your data. So the next one is the tooltip. Tooltip is very similar to the bar chart. You can actually write sentences instead of just showing the numbers on the screen. So the tooltip works like that. When you hover over, you'll see the numbers. And let's change this to, for the quarter, which is going to be the quarter order date. The profit is going to be the sum of profit. And you can also change the color of this to blue. And that's it, and click OK. Now you see, when you hover over, you'll see that for the quarter 2014, quarter 4, the profit was 21,724. And finally, I want to show you how you can actually get rid of the grid lines. So when you are on the graph, right click and choose format, and there's going to be a new pane, format pane, on the left hand side. So we want to get rid of these grid lines, and here grid lines, you choose none, so you get rid of that, and then columns none as well. So you can make changes here, it's up to you. You can play around, see and how it looks like. So this is how actually you can format the line chart, and let me know if you have any questions.